Last week, we were spending a little bit of time talking about how temptations come from within. According to the book of James, when a person is tempted, it's because they're drawn away by their own desires and enticed. And so, because of that reality, I don't ever want to look at what I'm tempted to do wrong and somehow imply or infer that it's of God or that He created me that way. I was born this way, and so I can't help myself. I can only do, what I feel like I need to do, or I can't help myself in some way. That would be a wrong belief that these things are out of our control. Even if any of us were born with any kind of weakness or deficiency in any way, we can still overcome. That's what the gospel is all about. It's not about I come to Him and I stay the same. It's about I come with all my failures and faults and problems, and I come to Him, the perfect one, and He leaves me changed. I go away from Him a new person. That's really what the gospel is all about. And so we can overcome. If you grew up in a very difficult situation, maybe you endured some things that, man, they were so horrible. Maybe there was abuse, physical, mental, sexual, any kind of abuse. You understand that that's not your fault, and it wasn't the will of God. But nevertheless, whatever it is you've had to endure, you can still overcome. The power of God is still sufficient to heal a soul. The power of God is still sufficient to raise someone. In fact, that's where it shines the brightest. When someone has really come out of dark situation. They've really been harmed. They've really been injured. They've really been messed up. He wants to elevate you. You become a bright, shining light of the testimony of God's grace. And so we never want to think about ourselves, well, I'm different because, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm the exception because of what's happened and because of where I come from. And, well, again, you probably do have some unique experiences, and I'm not saying everyone can relate to it. I am saying the power of God is sufficient. The grace of God is sufficient for forgiveness and for restoration and for wholeness and making us brand spanking new.